So let me give you an August update, middle of August, the 20th. And so let me give you this update, general update for many of you who are going through certain things. Number one, it feels as though the planet is going through the dark night of the soul of the planet. And if you are doing shadow work, you're on the spirit level. But those who do the dark night of the soul work are on the soul level, of course. So a lot of what these dreams of you've been having have not been this lifetime. They're in your soul. There are remembrance, there's lessons, there are things you need to acknowledge about your true self. What's going on right now on the planet is truth. And a lot of people are unaware of their total truth. They're unaware of the truth, but not their total truth. I mean, they're unaware of the truth of this lifetime, but they're unaware of the total truth of how many lifetimes they worked on a particular problem or issue. Now, a lot of this also has to do with generational energies, curses, or obstacles that are in the generational line, that are in the DNA line. America has a unique form of trauma inside of the founding people of the country's DNA, and it's permeated all throughout the land. America has a certain type of trauma that is trauma, and it's unhealed trauma from generation to generation till it has made a lot of grown adults children. They are emotionally children. When you try to talk, and it doesn't matter their age, because you can have an emotionally immature 70-year-old and an emotionally immature 50-year-old and an extremely emotionally mature 25-year-old. So what's happening now is that the soul of the family, the issues of the family are coming up. This is beyond the chosen ones. This is beyond the chosen ones. This is what's happening to the DNA line, what's happening to your bloodline and everything that's connected to it. And that's micro and that's macro. And if people wonder, the bloodline, you don't know how to do the bloodline. But in these days and times when we're talking about the dark night of the soul, planetarily, it means that the alignment is happening. There's an alignment of light that's happening. And it is not pretty, but it is necessary. It's necessary within you. It's necessary within the planet. That's what we're watching. Now, people ask me, Lawrence, what do we do? Because I feel every which way. I feel everywhere. I feel everything, and I'm trying to hold on. I'm like, okay, hold on to your DNA. Hold on to your purpose. Hold on to your purpose. Don't be distracted. But if you get distracted, no, don't beat yourself up over it. Don't give any energy to anything you don't want. Easier said than done. That's where the generational curse is too. We are always talking about things we don't want. Generation after generation after generation after generation. We talk about things that we don't want. And that's a generational curse. And that is also the dark night of the soul of the planet. There are millions of people are talking because of their situation from generation to generation. The language of their love language is anger. Their encouragement is discouragement. So this type of alignment needs to happen. And it is bringing up so much right now. So what I would suggest many of you do is, see, like I always say, get into nature. Get into, if you can, feel past lives that you've been here. If you have an inclination that, hey, I know people that I know I've known them, I'm too close to know them from this lifetime. Accept that if you can. If you can't, it's fine. Do the shadow work. But again, a lot of you are at the soul level, and that's why the shadow work keeps repeating itself. Because you need to acknowledge a truth. And that's in the beginning. It's about truth. You need to acknowledge a truth. You know, you can tell your story, your magnificent story, and then there's one part that you just don't even look at. And it's like, okay, have you been here before? And I don't mean you were the same person in the same color every lifetime. That doesn't make sense. It's not in the order of universal law at all. So you have to accept that part. And a lot of that is truth. that a lot of people are not accepting, but it leads you to the oneness too. It will lead you, not directly. You have to choose the oneness. You can't just be the oneness. You have to choose it. You have to choose to be all, to be connected to all there is. You have to choose that. A lot of times people are just reciting prayers and reciting things, and they're reciting things to get it in them because they're not really choosing that light. So they have to ritualize everything. And when you choose something, you choose something. You don't have to be told every day. You don't have to go to a place. You don't have to go to meditate every day. That's where we're at the soul level. Like, how come I have to meditate and do this every day? Because you're not choosing the complete truth. You're choosing a partial truth and expecting a supernatural outcome. You have to choose the whole truth. Now, many people understand I can't say everything I want to say in here, but I've given you a path of thinking. That's what a way shower does. It'll give you a way. You choose the path. It's just a path of thinking that opens up other paths. But it's really, I'm only confirming. Though everything I've said, other people have felt who are listening to this right now. So I'm only confirming. I'm only confirming. I'm just confirming so that you can say, okay, I accept something beyond this lifetime. And I can't get into fear about it. Can't get into fear about it. And I don't have to talk to everyone about it, but I have to acknowledge there are certain things of this lifetime that no one taught me. It wasn't even in any of my relatives around me. They didn't know it as a gift. It's 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 a gift to an old soul, not a young spirit, not even an old spirit. It's a gift to an old soul. So when people see young kids and they say, without even realizing that's an old soul, they do not realize what they're saying. They just say, oh, the baby is so mature, it's old. No, the soul is old. It's been here before. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. It's been here before. So, if there's anything I'm going to tell you now, is to expand your identity past this lifetime. Now, don't go looking for you were the king and queen of Egypt and all this other stuff. Really, stop. You can't even get to the soul level if you're in that level of ego. That's why you hear a lot of people, I used to be this. You know you didn't. No, you didn't, because you're in ego. On the soul level, you're not really trying to, it's not even about being famous. It's not about even being known. It's about what's making you work and not work right now. So if you're caught in that ego thing, please, this message is not for you at all. It's not for you. No disrespect, but it's not for you. This message is for people who need to accept a truth, a powerful truth about themselves, so that they can open up other doors of access to the divine that they already have completed already. So, thank you. Follow me. I'm on YouTube now. You need to get over there. There's a lot of videos that you don't see on Facebook or other social media platforms. So, go to my YouTube and subscribe. Trust me. That's a good one, I'm telling you. Peace and love and hair grease.